The Lord saying it's time to go from being rebellious into restoration. I like that. It's time for being rebellious against God and going to restoration. Why you think God had turned many of his people over into slavery, into captivity? Because they was rebellious. God told Israel not to worship statues and idols. They was rebellious. They did just what the Lord had told them not to do. Why you think God allowed a lot of bad things to happen? Because of rebelliousness. Read the book of Ezekiel, chapter number 30. Rebelliousness. Somebody say, "Oh, Preacher Warren, you used to pastor a church." I never really actually wanted to be a pastor. I was always a musician. I've been preaching the gospel since I was 6 years old. It's not that I don't love souls, but I don't want to pastor a rebellious congregation. If I'm going to be a pastor, I want to pastor a congregation who wants restoration, who's going to be surrendered to God, who's going to be humble to God, who's going to be broken to God, not arrogant, not prideful. The Bible said God resists the proud and gives us grace unto the humble. There's a lot of arrogant churches. There's a lot of prideful people. They quoting the Bible. They're talking about the Bible, but they still got jealousy in their heart and envy in their heart. And they're competing against one another, who's the best church, who's the best pastor. It's not about who's the best preacher. It's not about who's the most anointed one. This is all about Jesus. It's time to stop being rebellious and let's go into restoration. The church needs a revival. Hallelujah. And then after we get revival, let's stay revived.